What's going on, DC fans? I'm back with a theory for you guys. Now, this theory came out of a podcast that I was listening to today. The podcast is called DC Movie News. Check them out on iTunes. That's where I listen to them. I'm subscribed to them, listen to them. They're pretty good podcast. But the theory that I have for you today is the Supergirl and the Flash. Um, you know how they're teaming up together. Earth 2 the episode was last night. It's on Hulu. Check it out. Um, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is that they said on this podcast that I was listening to that they didn't want to. They were asking, the guy was asking his coworkers in the podcast if they thought that Supergirl and the Flash were in the same universe. One of them said that she wasn't in the same universe, that she was in Earth 3 or she was in Earth Prime, that she wasn't even in Earth 2, which the Flash traveled to last night's episode. I find that hard to believe because of the fact that in the DC Legends of Tomorrow trailer, Rick Hunter told the team, and I believe it was in episode 3 of the most recent one that has came out, he told them about that he has seen Men of Steel die and Dark Knight Falling. I mean, what does that tell you? That means that Superman and Batman are in the Flareverse or in the CW verse, and now you're gonna tell me, they're telling me on this podcast, or they're telling the listener that they're not in the same universe because that has not been established yet. But yet we get that name drop on the DC Legends of Tomorrow, so that's why for me it's kind of hard to believe that they're not in the same universe. I hope that they are, because it'll be so freaking cool if they are. Um, there was a comic that I wanted to check out back when I was reading Zero Year. It was a Flash comic, and it was the Flash in his early career as the Flash. He travels to Gotham City, and he tries to save Gotham City from. So here's what the comic was about. I'm gonna read it to you guys. It's just a summary, so if you haven't read it, there's no spoilers. So the Flash, issue 25, a Batman Zero-Year tie-in. What crucial part did Barry Allen play in the Zero-Year saga, and how did it shape his future as the Flash? So we see the Flash, coming into Batman's world, which is Gotham City, and it's interesting to see that they are in the same universe in the comics. Um, Also, in that same series, there was the Superman one. Um, the Superman one I also wanted to read, but I could never find it at the comic book store. I was always looking for it, and I could never find that one comic. It was one of Superman goes into Gotham City basically. I remember the summary. Basically, he goes into Gotham City and he try to save Gotham City from a storm. But somebody is doing the same thing in a smaller scale, and that they're gonna confront each other. I never read the comics, but because like I said, I couldn't find it. But it's interesting to see. I'm just pointing out that it's interesting to see Superman and the Flash in the same universe in the comics. So, uh, but like they were saying in the podcast that they didn't believe that Supergirl and the Flash were in the same universe. Now it might be different in the TV version. They might change the story. I know that they change the story a lot. Sometimes they might change the different. They might be on another Earth and whatnot. But tomorrow trailer, which was the Man of Steel Easter egg and whatnot. Uh, it, I believe that they're in the same universe. I hope, like I said before, I hope that they are, because it'll be so freaking cool. Like I got the chills, like when Barry went to the wormhole or the portal. Like I got chills when they showed Supergirl. Like I got chills because that's just freaking awesome. Uh, so here's the part that I was talking to you guys about. I want you guys to listen to it. Let's see what you guys think. So I'm gonna play you the clip. It's a little smart part of the podcast that I was listening to today. So let's check it out. Let's see what we got.
Gonna unfold. Do you think that they're in the same universe?
As opposed to when he goes over, well, we know on Flash now they just ended, sorry, spoiler alert, but by saying, let's go over to Earth 2. Why, you think Supergirl's on Earth 2?
I think there's no way that Supergirl is in the same universe as Arrow and Flash, because if they do that, they admit that Superman exists in that world, and it's established that Superman exists in Kara's world and the Kryptonians, and there's been no acknowledgement of that.
But if she's on Earth 2, then Gorilla City is over with her, and we better see some Grodd Supergirl stuff.
Don't forget, they did some AIM Instant Messenger in the first couple episodes.
So what do you guys think about that? It's interesting that he says that because, like I said before, they kind of contradict themselves. You know, like they say that they're not in the same universe, but I hope that they are. It's interesting to see, guys. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Supergirl is in the same universe as the Flash? Do you think that she's on Earth 3? Do you think she's on Earth Prime, or is she on Earth 2? Post the comments down below. Let me know what you think, because it kind of contradicts what they were saying about the Man of Steel dying. Because as far as I know, or as far as we know, Rick Hunter and the group are actually traveling back through time. They're not jumping on Earth like the Flash is. The Flash is jumping to Earth 2. He's jumping to Earth 3. He's jumping to Earth Prime if he's going to find Supergirl. Rick Hunter is going back in time. He's not jumping on Earths, on different Earths. So let me know what you guys think. How does he know about Man of Steel? How does Rick Hunter know about Man of Steel? How does he know about Dark Knight's falling? Falling to who? You think to Randall Savage? Post your comments down below. Let me know what you think. And again, guys, stay nerdy. And I hope they're in the same universe because that'd be so freaking cool. But we'll catch you in the next one. Stay nerdy, guys.